Let me ask you about the IPOB agitation. Simon Ekpa, for example, you've told me before that you're working with the foreign authorities to ensure, but now what updates do you have now?
No, I think the Finnish government have their own procedure they're going through. The Nigerian government have forwarded all the relevant documents, exhibits, and everything about what's going on. So I'm sure I'm sure justice will be done.
So it looks like it's taking longer than necessary.
Well, it's not our country; it's a sovereign country. They have their own procedures, so they have to follow their own procedures. Ours is to ensure they will follow up and make sure that we monitor what's being done. But I'm sure they will do, because we have been able. I think the Attorney General did a fantastic job, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the Minister of Defense, together with the Office of the National Security Advisors, comprehensive things were done. Exhibits were forwarded that will enable them to be able to take action.
How dangerous was Simon Ekpa's activities and all allied or related to your office and to the Nigerian society?
Very dangerous. Innocent people were killed just by his utterances. And so we needed to stop that. And that's immediately they picked him. You see that it has gone down. There are people like him that also doing those things. We're also equally going after them, both outside and within. There are people that benefit. The funny thing about the country is that some people think everything is about politics. So there are individuals that feel if there is peace, then maybe the government is doing too well, and then people want to applaud. So some people intentionally want to make sure that the country remains ungovernable. There's strife everywhere, but innocent people are killed. If you want to be a leader and you are praying for some people to be killed just because you want to come in, I think there's a problem somewhere.
So the agitation in the Southeast region, I mean, you have mentioned that it is not only the fight, well, there are other measures. Do you think that the release of Nnamdi Kanu might help the situation?
Well, I don't know. I think the federal government is considering all options, and I think that's a decision, that's a political decision. It's not our own decision. Our own decision is to stop the killing, to ensure that we secure the communities and that they're free. People must stop providing necessary support to these individuals. In Maiduguri, why surrendering came up is that people stopped supporting them and they were able to come out. So I think the same thing should be repeated here, so that we can have, to whatever grievance they have representatives that will represent them, that will make cases for them. But besides that, we're always using the kinetic and the non-kinetic. It's not only about force. The non-kinetic aspect is also working. Like I mentioned, the kinetic effort is just about 30%. Non-kinetic is almost 70-65% of the whole solution. So we're also working towards that. The federal government is working with the opinion leaders, with stakeholders in the Southeast, to ensure that they let them come together and discuss and be able to call this and stop this wanton killing. Those guys doing the killing, you wonder what they're doing for. They are just killing people random.
Where is Bele Torji? Why is the guy hiding away under your, out of your radar?
Northwest is over 200,000 square kilometers. It's a massive area with a large forest area. Once they go under the forest, it's difficult to track them. And because, like I told you, they are not having these things written. They are within the communities. The people know them. So sometimes when they see them, before you get the information, it's like 2 hours. The man has moved. So when the information gets to you, before you move, he had left that area. But I can tell you, we have taken out his second in command. We have taken out most of his lieutenants. In fact, he was forced not to release most of the people that are under him. I am telling you that recently he's beginning to say that, look, he doesn't want anything. He's ready to surrender. We want to take everybody out. Anybody who has killed should go. People like him should not be allowed to.
Who are these people funding them, General?
That is the $1 million questions. Who are the people funding them? Sometimes they get fundings from kidnapping, armed robbery, and all these things they do. But again, you cannot rule out, because like I told you, in the Northeast, when we arrested some of them, they were having had currency to change. How did they get those monies? And look, people don't understand that, look, a lot of countries are envious of Nigeria. And they will not want. I remember some people said we're not going to survive more than 2015. This is 2025. We're still surviving. So people should understand that statehood needs everybody to understand that not everybody is happy with you, that your state is still there, that you are developed. Because if you look at our dynamics, over 900,000 square kilometers, over 300 different ethnic groups, so many of these things, countries without this have crumbled. But we're still standing. And you think everybody is happy? Not everybody is.